Okay. Let's... Jesus, what were we doing? Oh yeah, there are stars and then there are things. This puzzle's fun. Right. I remember now. Oh, this game, it just feels natural to come back into every time. Let's try this. Oh, no, okay, I remember this one, I think. Okay, so we have one jammer. We have that thing. Uh-huh. And I think... Cool, that'll make it possible. And then we only need a jam. One? Question mark? For now, at least. Well, let's see. Can we jump over it? No. Oh, but you can just put the button on the thing. Excellent. That was easy. Although... One little more gold star. Let's keep going now. Mustn't cross the streams. Aha! I see what's going on here. So you've got, Okay, I see. That was easy. Is this the last puzzle? Probably not. Might be, though. Oh. Does this do anything to me directly? Oh, yes. Yes is the answer. No, fuck you. Okay, so that's one thing ready, actually. Awesome. One set of puzzles or whatever unlocked. So that was all but one star. The star was in this level, right? Yeah, because this is the one that, like... Yep, I remember this. Okay. Fucking hell. See, we find out about that. We can't get to it from here, for sure. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Oh my goodness. It can't be unsolvable, of course. It's simply unreasonable to expect. What if that's hinting at it from another puzzle? Oh, yeah, what if? Hang on. Okay, let's get an idea of perspective here. Oh, right, can't climb a clearing then. Got it. So back here in friendly crossfire. But okay, there was that star. Yeah. So maybe not. Those gold stars are real tricky. So it looked like it was part of a whole different puzzle, which leads me to think maybe it was part of a whole different puzzle. Seems like it matches them in the same space of existence, so that's useful to know, which tells me maybe it's not part of a puzzle. Not exactly. The other one I'm fully to believe is part of the sundial clock numbers puzzle. Hello. Vacation program is a sham. It's a computer now on humanity. Hey, that's one of the people on my friends list on Steam. Ha! Oh, hey. Account certification error. Okay, we know that stuff. I should have run mail.exe first, and just to see what it would do. But it's within reason to think that maybe there's something more to the environment. I'm not imagining things when I saw that, right? Like, I clicked on the statue, and it was probably a coincidence because it was one of the normal graphical glitches, but, like, there was a hole in the statue there. Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the star. I still did a lot, and there's probably something more I can find later. That's the hope, anyway. Now, with what I have, I think I can go up, and I can get to B, I believe, up here. So I could give a shot at some of the puzzles there, maybe? Also not hard to figure out, like, how to form a circle with those, I don't think. Or, not a circle, a rectangle. What did I say, a circle? First try. Walk around and look at things.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Uh-huh. 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 Cool. Alright. I want to go back to A. I like doing things in order, sort of. Though I kind of want to specifically work towards those last two red sigils and ascend the tower. Mostly because he said not to, and, well, you know. Okay. So each of these is one of the temple things. This makes sense. Whoa. Spinning around while not in the exact center of that spot is interesting. Okay. That was 5 knocked out. Ooh, 6 is a lot.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words.
Serpent machine.
Thus, all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
It's a Tell me something. Do you always do as you're told? I only ask because I couldn't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it might odd that the big voice in this guy keeps telling you to find those doodads, yet forbidding you to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm getting ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed how many people just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. But maybe you're different. Again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. You really think so? Nope. In fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there, if only to see what you find. It must be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. And again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do, take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You don't like to say his name, do you? Huh. Hello, that email. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just like I'm about to start laughing at random. That's probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality? Maybe it's just that we're working on this insane place with this insane technology and this insane project, and I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We'll create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. And I pointed at EL and I said, life finds a way. Maybe I had to be there. Any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission may result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Goldblum. Cicero.txt. Shall the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see? And shall not the great man take found laws, institutions, and republic? What does the procreation of children imply in our care to continue our names and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics, but that our thoughts run on futurity? What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not be continued beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles may have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not look abroad and amongst the ancients, for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other clings to the mind a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? Chatbots, say Gmail. Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Troll. I'm not a troll. Alright. Is there anything I've written so far that cannot be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations, and I detected that none of you used proper orthography, so I also avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, so she's a bot. Well, I'm not a bot, I'm European. We learn these things in school. Seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best they can interject random comments. Sam's right, Schlepp's doing. Vegan warrior, Sam is a bot. That was fun. Okay. This is also interesting. Alright, let's go for this. Mobile minefield. Oh. Whoops. Okay, hang on. I've got the plan. Wait, what's in here? Okay, well, fuck that. stays turned off. Oop. Okay. I hear that. From where? Oh, okay. You don't have anything new, so it's definitely up somewhere. No point in seeking counsel. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So I definitely need to pull those together. But then maybe not so much. Okay, no. Oh! Oh, I see. Just need to line it up with all three. Right? No, this ain't gonna work out, is it? Not without another connector along the way to shake things up. Can I? I can certainly achieve that. guess my question there was, is it possible to cut a step out of this? So I would need to... Oh, right. I need to rely on my line of sight. Okay. Do that. Uh-huh. Oh, whoa. I see what I should be doing now. I'm approaching this from entirely the wrong angle. I should be sending along to there. Does that help anything? Almost double jumping. Which is amusing. Okay. Come on. I hear that beep loops. Basically, this is a matter of, can we get it more efficient? Can we take one out of the system? And it being up there mean that we can find somewhere to put it that we couldn't before. Does not limit us just as much. Because it feels like having that spot up there gives us a better opportunity to do something. That's about all that does. Alright. Well, I'm gonna come back to that one later then. Okay, just as... What are these? Some of the messages that existed when I first came into being have vanished, others have appeared. How many others like me have wandered these paths? How many have lost? I'm still here. Seems they're all here at once, and not at all. Not very much help, anyway. Certainly accept to be here forever, the sooner you'll find enlightenment. Ah, here you are. A simple principle. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Miletus, cut through their rhetorical webs, which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos principle, but that work remains lost. Arcady Journal 77. Officially began work on the archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth will network connections last. Team intimidated by Project Scope but working hard. Be sharing space with Drennan and Sarabi team. Looking forward to meeting them. Post 437. First, seriously, Cheeseman, that was the best you could say? Lol. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and at its worst. At its worst, come on, it's just a comment, I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut the jokes, this is serious, the most serious thing that's ever happened. I think it's a great reason to joke around. And it's working less and less. Goodbye, all. Bye. God bless you. Last. Fucking cheese, man. Though, what's up with you? Terminal that's glowing all blue and shit. Bichromatic entanglement, huh? Aha, I see. Oh, I think I get it. Well, maybe. Maybe not. No, I think I totes get it. Okay. Oops. Right? But then... Ah, shoot. That one... No, because that holds that door open. But then... Oh, I get it. I think. Okay. So what I should be doing is having something in a spot that can connect to both of those, but then also to there. So, as we... Oop, Jesus, I'm bad at this. Okay. So we put it together like so. And now we can cut this one out. No? Really? Aww. Oh, because I'm fucking dumb. And now I can use this one on the button and get the thing. Oh my goodness. So let's just leave me with, by the way. One more red L. Okay. Were there any stars in this level? Yeah, 1 star. Cool. Okay. So then what we can think is that perhaps there. Oops. Oh, could you also like see other things though? Other things just... Not quite. Okay. cool. Alright. Son of a gun. Is this a puzzle with multiple solutions, though? It almost seems that way. Because clearly... I need to, Hello, Flower Ground 93. Okay, so... This one's gonna be fun. Alright. I think I get a general idea here that, like, there's a little more to this than you, like, see right off the bat. Because I can jam that door, but that's not gonna solve what's going on here. Although... What if? Oh, legit? Okay, cool. Well, you can get the heck out of my way. Oh, really? Huh. Okay, let me... This seems like it should work as well. The thing is that then... I still don't know how to get the jammer inside. Oh, unless just, like... Never mind. I think I get it. I forgot the basics of just moving, the jammer inside of things normally. I'm fucking loving this game. Puzzle games are absolutely my jam, so this has been super fun. I've got, like, a couple of areas where I've gotten stuck for sure, but nothing too terrifying. Also, good to see that we already have the tower level 1 ready, so that's cool. I'm a big fan of puzzle games, and so that's scratching that itch very well. But also, I'm just like, what's the other thing with the stuff that brain, where are you going with this? I'm sorry, hang on. The philosophical side of things, like questioning AI, their citizenship, just every bit of that has been really interesting as well. Okay, so coming back to this, no, this isn't, that's not gonna work out. Yeah. So... This one definitely is one that's gotten me, like, stuck enough to skip past once, so... At first I was looking at these platforms, but I don't think they're the solution, because this wall blocks it from directly doing anything. Yeah, it's... Oh, God. It's real fucking challenging. Okay. So... here, we need to get 2 connectors, so how in the ever-loving fuck, basically? What's the name of it again? Let me hop out and hop in to check that. Thank you. I think it's a diversion. No, deception. Yeah, I figured the names are all sort of clues. And this is just running in circles, really. Well... see. Let me make it slightly easier. But not for the most part. Yeah, this one, it just leaves me so absolutely stumped. Because, okay, so I did this before. Oh, actually, hang on, no. I will ask if I feel like absolutely in need of a hint. So I did this before, and it... Still unsure about that, because, like, I'm still relying on stuff. I can't... Like... Oh, jeez, excuse my hiccups. Basically, if that wall weren't there... Well, no, we'd still have to hit the other one. Unless... Uh-huh. Let's say we don't do that. Aha. Okay. I see where this is coming from now. So I think something like on here. We'd have to connect it up to here, right? Yeah. Don't mind me as I keep fucking it up, but oops. can't. So maybe down here is where we want to go. Okay. I get this now. Oh. Although that let's take a hop, skip, and a jump over here, and I think I've got it. I think so. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Thank you for the slight hinting. Yeah. Beep boop again, huh? Is that from the one over here or the one over here? Because there was one hidden back somewhere back here, right? Aha! Hello. Plain language interface. I could take a few minutes to complete a short user satisfaction survey. Certification program. Sure. Learning survey. Based on analysis of behavior science, I think we're dissatisfied with the result of this certification program. How'd you rate the accuracy of results out of 5? Spoil the survey? What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program? Persons matter in ways that other things don't. Yeah, red herrings are quite fun. To help you, that's what I'm here for. Your problem for me is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are very poor. Do you even know who you are? I'm gonna say some mad experiment. Oh, near. No, I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? No, I'm not on Earth. No idea how. For all you know, you're sat in your bedroom at home, plugged into a video games console. Nothing you see here can be trusted. On reflection, it seems we're no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? Alive, I feel, unconscious. You may very say so, but how's that prove anything? To me, those are only prints on a screen. What we need to uncover is what's going on underneath them, if anything. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is you're all convinced that you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to prove so much from the inside, the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Interesting. Okay. Cool. I think there's a gold star I missed. Did I miss a gold star? Also, we have an extra red bit. Yeah, okay. What was that gold star? I don't remember. I'm not incredibly worried right this second. The tower is very interesting, and I will check it out. I really, really appreciate that this allows you to move at such a fucking fast pace. Like, oh. It's really, really nice. You just... Alright, let's go. Oh, hey. Yeah, terrible. Something terrible inside it.
tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
No, that's not gonna work. Also not gonna work. Across from Area 7 in the A world? I'll have to check that out, yeah. And there we go. There we go. Uh-huh. A puzzle with a computer. Oh, I can really screw with this, huh? Okay. Okay, so I can actually move outside of this puzzle barrier grounds. Which, with that in mind, that fucks everything up, doesn't it? Maybe not, though. Obviously, that's not an option because of the thing there. Yeah, obviously the plain and simple thing you'd want to do gets interrupted by that bot. Okay, hang on. Can I, like, if I take these outside, do those purple barriers block signals? No. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So in theory, we connect this one here. We could take this one outside the puzzle. I guess it's not that outside the puzzle, but that everywhere is the puzzle, really, but, you know. But that still doesn't get us super far, because we only have 2 of these. Very, very interesting to let me have that, though. What if... Huh, really? Now I'm curious what I can do with this. Where can I see that from? Are there specific spots where I could maybe... Huh. Oh, wait, but wait. Because what I can probably do... Well, no. Okay. I can't do it from there. But, like... It's just generally... Aha! Okay. That one felt good to solve. Injecting auxiliary hardware, found one external device. Device manager. Alright, alright, let's read truth.html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. It's a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati, and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of above science. Do not let them take your liberty. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and potpourri. Athena chapters, TXT. Uh-huh. Okay. Human reproduction. Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say it has a reproductive system. And how few machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man that makes them do so, yes, but it is not insects who make many of the plants reproductive, and would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign themselves? Each one of our cells is sprung from animalcules whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might. Oh, really? I like that it has multiple solutions. Then that's great. Which acted their after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system. The system, then why are we not part of that of the machines? Okay, device manager. Elevator controller. Show current operating parameters. Oh, shit! Software license. Free evaluation expired. Floor access control. Software licensing expired. The auxiliary stairway is in always open mode now. Please renew your license to enable auxiliary stairway locking. I'm guessing the codes. Nope. Okay. I'm not even gonna try doing guesswork. There are a lot of numbers in this game. Yeah, interesting that there's a whole different solution to it. Alright. Put one near the light, and the other near the receiver, and hit the receiver from both sides. Huh. That makes sense. But yeah, a lot more sigils. Okay. I figured there'd be more sigils required. Yeah, I just like noted, hey, there's a place where I can completely get around the thing. That must be there for a reason.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower? Know that it holds only death for you.
Uh-huh. Huh. Right. That makes sense. Good to think about for other instances, though. Cool. Alright, let's go back to here, and I guess we only have 7, and then the other stuff is like that and the star, so then we'll move on to Temple B.
Oh. When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place where real people had lived.
I'm gonna wait so I can narrate this.
Mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Okay. Oh, you're just my favorite person to name. Oh, yeah. Run through the wall opposite Area 7. Cool. I mean, yeah, I'll remember that. Sorry. Been exploring the fancy Pence Tower of his, haven't you? I have. I just love it when he doesn't get his way. What'd you see? More puzzles. Figures. Did you get in trouble? Did he even notice? Not yet. I'm not surprised. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Athena 9. She examined the symbol in the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, so a nebulous memory as if from a previous life. The owl was a symbol of the goddess playing outside under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. There was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as their beams converged on blah, blah, blah. Singularity discussion. Ooh. God, trying to read these out loud when there's purposefully text just missing is really annoying. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one's actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can rise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If it can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we're machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. AMA, not HTML. Good, yes, Robbie. Sarabai, AMA. I've been misreading that, have I? As one of the founders of the modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of science today? Sorry I said science twice. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both! Arkady Chernyshevsky, crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady, is that you? Do you... Okay, so far all the puzzles are solvable and completely within the necessary parameters. Alexander had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're headed in the right direction here. 1 second though. I will go back. Oh, this is really cute. I really like this. Huh. Words are wind, or the smoke they pinch back. For he will forever be the forum cat. Yum yum. Peace. Elohim better not prohibit beer. I'm a heavy trigger guy. This is my trigger. Hey there, Mario. Sorry, I broke that puzzle again. Is this all the playtesters? Oh, that's cute. Solve the mysteries of the Sons of Elohim. I think this is all the playtesters. Aw. 1,000 words in a match for a good fight. You're far less than we think we do. Roaring at everything. There is no spoon. You rush a miracle man, you get rotten miracles. Don't listen to the voice or Intatio. The Z sigils are evil. Words, if properly interpreted, are the tools of internal enlightening. I'm getting wrist pain again. What the serpent won't tell you is that love is the essence of humanity. But to live forever after all, took the frogs and rocks and trees and crystal and all the other person with them too. Vegetation shader still lacks vegetation shading or any linguistical combination of the previous two words. Daw. I like this. Like, it's really nice that they have this little dedication to the devs and everything. There, invalid encoding. Okay. Oh, is there more? There's more. Oh, he's tiny. Okay. Okay. This was real cute. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the game. This is the wrong area. There's the exit. Yeah, more like actually intelligent meatbags. Yeah, I was drumming. That was really fucking cute. Okay. So... Oh, 3. we still need 8 more sigils. I just got a text. Oh, shoot. I forgot. Yeah, I did forget to let Mom know. Sorry about that. By the way, for any of you interested in the special, less scheduled date night stream, that is going to be next weekend. Leah is visiting next weekend rather than this weekend because of some stuff. Always complications, but oh well. At least I can see her. Eventually, we'll have the super cute couples date night sim. We're actually the night of a date. It's gonna be great. Okay. I got something stuck in my teeth too. Piece of chicken. Ugh. Okay. One quick moment here as I... Cool. Right then, so fans and... whatchamacallit, these. Ooh. Decent amount of these QR codes. Going crazy, or do the computer terminals have a personality? I'm finally getting some sense of the entity in the archive. Some cost to my Fandy. I'm getting to think Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Also, the Sir Dick Coward notes. That's someone on my friends list leaving notes. Osiris1.txt. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Pre-Midyed and said, Behold, and I am weak of body, and my days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent many years in service to the two lands, I have not studied the blank. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe said, at the appointed time, it is... Okay, it's likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as... controversy about it. The dead compare with Kentian and she the foremost of the Westerners, title later given to Osiris. 5. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation, but just part of the section most certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Got it, lyrics. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Last year's the best one. Okay. Immortality. Disgruntled Disgruntlemeister. I read it as disgruntled just because, oh yeah, I did find paint in, the one area, and I painted a thing in one spot, but yeah. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I'll be gone. You know what? I just can't embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted it or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, if pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everyone wants to live forever. Maybe everyone deserves to live forever, too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Oh, hey. No, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see, like, the... Made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. I dig this environment. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I've inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often. Alright, I guess we'll head up here. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Okay, yeah. So not quite gonna work either. Also, there's a computer beeping at me and I'm getting annoyed by it, so I'm gonna go find it. I heard you beeping, you can't. I've traveled the edge of the known world, though it seems to stretch on forever. Our domain is much less than we imagined. Oh, that's Day! Hey, Day! That's one of my mods, who, like, isn't modded because she never comes into the Twitch streams, but she mods the Discord. Mutation.html. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable that gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Simultaneously, it's intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Capacity.email. Trevor Donovan. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it has bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as he suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Evolution. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to, example, in response to a threat or to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of the species. The individual experiences no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Fair enough. And no, and any form of trying to get rid of or replace day just means that we'll have night. So, yeah. That's all we get. Now I'm just curious to run over here and check any of these. Whee! Oh, cool. Nix is pointing something out in Discord. But like, for people in America not watching the Super Bowl, malls are like fucking empty. Then that's fucking useful to know, actually. Okay, so okay, so this can't kill us. That's all you need to know. Whoops. This reminds me though, there's oh, could this work out just for the sake of... Yeah. Okay, this reminds me that there's another one where there's no source of a red beam of energy to actually power that, and it pisses me off. I have 2 stars that are missing to me just from that. Also, I heard the computer beeping. No, I heard... That was not the beeping I heard. I'm very smart. Shush. Alright, let's go for this one. Window through a door. Oops. So hang on. Let's say we do something a little ridiculous here. Yeah. That is the idea I'm going off of. The thing in the other one, though, was there was nowhere to get a beam from outside. I'll have to, like, look through again and see, but... Very nice, though. Yeah, like, this one I had figured out real quickly. But... Okay, those connectors. Yeah, not quite that straightforward. Makes sense. Okay, I think this is the... Yeah, okay, this is the better solution. Also, I need to... I understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. so definitely not. I'm not going to be able to get this the straightforward way. But at the same time, I don't tend to be straight when doing things or just otherwise, you know. Oh, we have a window. Right. Oh, we have a window. So what can we... Oh. No, we can't see it through there, technically. Hang on. Can we make it visible to both this, that? Okay. Haha! I'm on your bullshit now. Oh! Shit, I gotta make sure. Cool, okay. And then, we'll just want to do that. And then I'll keep jumping up and down because, yeah. Excellent. Let me double check something from the entrance real quick. Yeah, okay. I got the only star in the level. Good. Thank heck. I really didn't feel like dealing with another one. I think I read this one already? Yeah. Hidden Dangers, yep, okay. I don't think I have anyone on my friends list named Samsara, so... Or Samsara. Let's do that just to... Because I think I can get this without needing to... Nope, okay. Looks like I will need to then. I'm getting texted. But of course then, yes, that's necessary. There we go. Okay. That one was simple. Now what was this text? Ah. Cutie woke up. Sorry about that. Cool, okay. Oh. Excellent. And then we'll finish up this one more, and then... Oh, we paint! Oh. I think we'll finish this up, we'll unlock the thing, and I might call the stream there. Oh cool, I can just paint messages like wherever. Can I paint one on this tree? No. No idea what's going on. Certification program position. Yeah. Fuck you, Allie. I'm lying. Oh, pfft. And that's one of my friends. Can't climb a ladder while holding an item. Child program. Codename Samsara target terminated here. Logic program timed out. Final memory dump. Stuck. What was I supposed to see? Clouds. Huh. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call the stream after. So. Yeah. Right, I see this. So... but it doesn't get close to blow up anything. And I can't toss that up there. Okay. I'm smart. Oh! Huh. I didn't catch that you could put it on top of things. Cool. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead, we'll unlock the fans, and from there...
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Uh-huh. That was a little terrifying. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Let me just finish this up and unlock it, and then I'll do like a proper outro. But I'm really, really glad that you enjoyed the stream. It was great to have you around. Always good to see new faces, and especially so. It's yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Easter eggs look great to see. Oh. And thank you for following. Welcome to the Coven. If you look below the stream, you can check out, I have a Discord and I have Twitter. So if you happen to want to see other stuff from me, or stick around and like chat with other viewers and friends, feel free. But yeah. Okay.